I'm going to do my top 5 losers of free agency, and let's get right to it. Coming in at number 5 is a tie between the Suns and the Celtics. The Phoenix Suns, they exceeded everybody's expectations last year, and Chris Paul and Devin Booker brought that team all the way to the finals. Now, that team, in my opinion, made it only because of injuries. Healthy Lakers team, they would have got waxed. Healthy Nuggets team, they would have got waxed. Healthy Clippers team, they would have been out of here. But the Suns were fortunate or took advantage of unfortunate circumstances with injuries throughout the playoffs, and they were able to make it to the championship. Kudos to them. They went up 2-0 in the finals, and they choked. They lost to a Bucks team with Giannis absolutely destroying them on the interior. Now, this Suns team, they didn't do anything in free agency. All they did was re-sign Chris Paul, which was great. But they signed this guy to a 4-year, $120 million contract. He's old. He's still balling, so we don't know how long he's going to be effective for. But when you have other teams making big moves like the Lakers and, the other teams in the West are coming back healthy, the Nuggets, the Suns did not do anything to get better, and their window of opportunity to compete for a title was open and closed last season. That was their chance. They failed. They're done. Now we move on to the Celtics, who tied at number 5. The Celtics made a trade. They acquired Kemba a couple years back. He didn't do what they wanted him to do. He's dealing with injuries. He had a fat contract. They were able to shed that contract by trading him to the Thunder for Al Horford and some other guys. Al Horford, he's completely irrelevant now. He's not really doing much. But Kemba went over to the Thunder, negotiated a buyout, and he left the team. He signed with the Knicks. And on top of that, the Celtics traded for Evan Fournier last year just for him to leave to the Knicks as well. The Celtics had all these draft picks stockpiled over the years. We were praising their front office for doing such a great job, and all they did was turn that into nothing. Celtics, y'all got to get your stuff together because you are failing. Number 4 are the Dallas Mavericks. They go out, they re-sign Luka. That's a win. He's going to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the league very soon. This kid is just absolutely fantastic. So kudos to them for going and signing their guy. But what else have the Mavs done? They gave Tim Hardaway Jr. a bunch of money, which he's well-deserved. He's one hell of a baller, and he was a steal being added into that Porzingis trade from the Knicks. But the Mavs haven't signed anybody in years. 10 years since they have signed like a big level free agent or done something to shake some things up. I took my hats off and I was praising that front office and Mark Cuban when they made that Porzingis trade and got Tim Hardaway Jr. But obviously, those aren't the guys that are capable of taking this team to the next level. When they go to the playoffs, it seems like Luka is a one-man show, and when he can't get it done, he's putting up 40-point triple-doubles, and it's just not enough. The Mavs need another guy, and they have not done that. Go out and get another guy, which you have not, so you are a loser in my book, Dallas Mavericks. Coming in at number 3, big man in the paint, Joel Embiid with the Philadelphia 76ers. This team is in a flux right now. I've been all for this 76ers team, but as we all know this offseason, Ben Simmons has absolutely ignored everybody at the front office in Philly. He wants out. There's so much rumblings going in. This team is not cohesive. They're not working together. They didn't make any player moves in the offseason. What are they going to do? Ben Simmons, you here, you going. As of right now, during the recording of this video, you are a Sixer. We all expect that to change soon. But Philly, man, you guys are asking for, arms and legs and best players and draft picks and all of this stuff. And Ben Simmons, your trade value is at an all-time low. You underperformed in the playoffs. You showed that you didn't have that psychological advantage over your competition. You folded. You letting your team down. You need to go out there and bust your ass and show everybody why you're a top talent in this league, but it's not going to be for the Sixers, and right now the Sixers have no idea what the hell they are doing. Coming in at number 2 on my NBA free agency losers is Dame Dollar, people. Dame, he just went out, he won a gold medal, he's doing his thing, but what the hell have the Trailblazers organization done to help this guy? Obviously, the team that they got is not it. They lose Melo, who has been a solid presence for them. Is he going to make a difference between winning and losing? Probably not. But obviously, we have seen this Trailblazers team peak. They made it to the Western Conference Finals once or twice. They did pretty good. But Damian Lillard put on one of the most amazing playoff performances I've ever seen in my life of watching basketball. And it wasn't even enough. This team is not going anywhere. They're not beating any of the top talent teams in the Western Conference in the playoffs. So they need to tear it down and rebuild. Their only chance is to either get Dame out of there and start fresh, or trade the rest of the team and try to give this guy somebody that is capable of being that number 2 guy and going out and making a difference and helping this team win. Until they do that, Blazers, you guys are losers, man, and you're losing the confidence in your man, Dame Dollar. Give this guy some more respect. Give this guy some more help. The number 1 loser in NBA free agency this offseason is Dennis Schruter. All the rumblings with the Lakers organization over the last 6 months or so, the Lakers offered this guy 4 years for $84 million, $21 million per average per year, and he turned it down. He gambled on himself. He said, man, I'm getting $100 million plus contract. I deserve this, and I'm about to go get it. Well, let me tell you what, Schruter, your agent failed you. Not only did you lose that $84 million guaranteed in the bag money, which is more than you've made in your entire career, you turn that down, you don't get the $100+ million, and you sign a 1-year prove-it deal for less than $6 million. That is gut-wrenching. And you know what? I'm not one of them guys that's going to hate on people and say you get what you deserve or anything like that. But you know what, man? You had a chance to not only get paid $84 million to play third or fourth fiddle next to Anthony Davis and LeBron James. You compete for a title every year and you turn that down? Are you serious? Now you're on a Celtics team. They're asking you to come off the bench. You thought you were a bona fide starter. So you're coming off the bench. You're getting paid a fraction, a tenth of what you thought. Not even a tenth. Oh my God, Dennis Schruter, I feel for you, man, but you are the biggest loser of NBA free agency.